Thence comes the mystic substance. It is from that being, from that existence, comes the mystic substance of our souls. Where from our souls come? They are coming from that Sat part of it. From the Sat part of it. Then comes the mystic substance of our soul. So here trace now how the soul is coming. Thence comes. I will take it in spontaneous. Thence comes the mess I am. Take sub I am. Sen, spirit, our souls I am. You see. Thence comes body, I am, spirit, again I am. It can be last, can be a spontaneous, our soul, but still it isn't I am, basically. We don't say our soul, you see, our souls, you see. Thence comes the mystic substance of our soul, into the prodigy of our nature's birth, into the prodigy of our nature's birth. Into the prodigy. Then comes the mystic substance of our soul. Soul substance is not, see, in the life divine you have got the ascending grades of substance. The highest grade of substance is this mystic substance. And it is from that our souls derive is substantiality. Substantiality. Substance on which you stand. Substance, on which you support, that is substance. Then comes the mystic substance of our soul, into the prodigy of our nature. Now this word prodigy, you see, what a clever way of using it. Prodigy, we understand, something which is very unusual, very abnormal. A child is a prodigy, you say here, but this prodigy is used not in that sense. Prodigy of our nature's birth. What does mean prodigy of birth? Something which is very extraordinary, something which is very abnormal, something which is absolutely beyond the normal course of happening. That is the prodigy. The word prodigy here means that, something absolutely extraordinary, abnormal. Abnormal in that sense, not in the negative sense, but in the positive sense. Let me see what I have written here. Well, something, it can be also, the dictionary says a prodigy is something monstrous or abnormal. Monstrous means very huge, big, something which is absolutely gigantic in that sense, you see. Monstrous, abnormal. But now, Shebendo uses the Latin sense of the word prodigy. The Latin word is prodigium. Prodigy comes from the Latin prodigium, which means that a prophetic sign. Prodigium means a prophetic sign. Into the prodigy of our nature's birth. Prodigy, prophetic sign. Into that is our nature's birth. Prophetic sign in that sense. It's not just abnormal. Prophetic. Into the prodigy. What a word prodigy he has used. He has used now the Latin sense of the word prodigy. Only a master of language can do. Shebendo was, of course, a master of English, of Latin, of Greek, French, all those languages were at his full command. The origin, the etymology, everything he knew of everything. And he could exploit the sense of a word in various ways by associating them to various associations like that. Prodigium, a prophetic view. Into the prophetic sign, prodigium, prophetic sign, into the prodigy of a nature's birth. There is the unfallen height of all we are. Well, up there in the prophetic, mystic substance, from where it comes, unfallen height. Our soul has fallen here now, but there no. And dateless fount of all we hope to be. That is the source, that is the fountain from which everything is issuing out there. Then comes the mystic substance, then comes the mystic substance of our soul. Again, see the alliteration of S in there. Thence comes mystic substance of our souls. See, there is S alliteration, the sibilant, his movement is very beautiful. Then comes the mystic substance of our soul. And to the prodigy. This word prodigy is absolutely extraordinary, absolutely marvelous. Only a master can do that kind of a thing, you see, exploit it. He is exploiting every possibility of expression of various languages to bring it to Savitri. And to the prodigy, now it is not that Savitri is thinking and logicizing and consulting and all that. It comes kind of automatically to him. It comes with the power of inspiration because the instrument is possessing all those qualities there. If the instrument is possessing all those qualities in it, then the inspiration can exploit every aspect of the instrument and put into expression, you see. See, inspiration cannot do anything unless you have something with you. The purpose, in fact, so the greatness of the poet would lie in what he possesses, and then the inspiration will take charge of all those things and express. See, a master like Shakespeare, that is what he does. He has all those expressions already present in him, and the inspiration is exploiting them, using them, utilizing them. That is what happens in the case of all the great poets. This is that prodigy. And to the prodigy of a nature's birth, there is the unfallen height of all. We are all. Well, he is very kind that he is including us also. You see, our unfallen height of all we are. Actually, that is what we are in reality. But we don't understand, we don't realize, we don't recognize it. And dateless found, dateless found which is eternal, which is permanently there, which is not coming into existence now. It has been there all along from the beginning of time itself. Dateless found of all we hope to be. On every plane the hieratic power. On every plane he has described now the seven earths. He has described now the wider heaven. On every plane, Mahasa, Satta, Chitta, Ananda, on every plane, the hieratic power, the sacred power. Sacred in the sense of the spiritual greatness in its quality, which has the quality of Satchidananda. That is the hieratic power. Normally we take hieratic in the sense of religious sense. But here again, the word hieratic is used in the sense of the purest, the noblest, the highest spiritual possibility which is there. Hieratic power, on every plane, the hieratic power, initiate of the unspoken verities. What is that power? She is an initiate. She has already received initiation from somebody. She is a Dikshita. Dikshita means who has been given Diksha, initiation. She has already been, means she has been put into action. She has been put into a kind of a dynamism which she has to work out. So that is the initiation she has, that power. Hieratic, on every plane, the hieratic power. She is initiate. She has been kind of introduced to carry out these activities, these works. Hieratic power, initiate, she is initiate. Or the unspoken verities, the verities which are there, which are not found in their expression, she is expressed. Dream to transcribe and make a part of life. That is the role of the power. To make the dreams real. To make this real. That is the part of life. Dream to transcribe and make a part of life. In its own native style and living tongue, some trait of perfection of the unborn. Dream to transcribe. What kind of transcription? To make a part of life, all right. What kind of transcription? In its own native style and living tongue. Native style with that heretism, with that absoluteness, with that purity. Native style and living tongue. Speaking. What? Some trait to the perfection of the unborn. That is one aspect which that initiate will do. Some trait to the perfection of the unborn. Some vision seen in the omniscient light. That dream will become real now. Some vision seen in the omniscient light. Some far tune of the immortal rhapsodist voice. Some rapture of the all-creating bliss, some form and plan of the beauty unutterable. So the poet himself is becoming a rhapsodist. See, he is describing such elation, such joy, all these qualities, what the initiate would do. That initiate, the work of the initiate, hieratic power, who is the initiate, she will describe living tongue, some trait, some vision, some far tune, some rapture, some form and plan. That is what this power will accomplish, the hieratic power, the sublime. In other words, here basically it is the consciousness force herself which is in the dynamism of cosmic working. On every plane, he says now that plane, well, not only Satchidananda, but even in the stupid, dull, mute earth, she will express that thing. She is struggling. The lower nature, she has assumed the form of the lower nature and is struggling to bring out all those qualities, some trace, some vision, some tune, some rapture, some form. She is trying to bring out even in this inconscient world, on every plane. Now, that is what the initiate, the Dikshita will do. Initiate means the Dikshita, who has been given Diksha, who has been given initiation. He is the initiate. Dreams to transfer. So that is a transcription of all this. Now, see, metrically also see how beautiful this construction. You see, he is in a kind of a rapture, some trace, some vision, some far tune, some rapture, some form. See, the poet himself is kind of melodious and joyous and happy to keep on elaborating all these things. He could have perhaps continued, but then that would become monotonous. It is good, he has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 examples. See. This is one of the examples where this kind of repetitive iteration is present, you see. Some trait or the perfection, some vision seen in the omniscient light, some far tune or the rhapsodist voice, some rapture of bliss, some rapture of bliss, some form of beauty. Well, that is what beauty has to express herself in form. Bliss has to express herself in rapture. Voice has to express herself in tune. Light has to express herself in vision. See, perfection has to express herself. Some trait in born has to express herself. Now, metrically, you see, the first foot of all these 5 sentences, 5 lines, some trait, some vision, some far, some rapture. The first foot is always spontaneous. Some trait, some vision, some far, some rap, some form. All the first feet in this line are spontaneous. So that spontaneous use a kind of a force and assertion and affirmation. Yes, it is possible, it can happen, it is going to happen. The spontaneous brings a double force, full stress is there. Some trait. So that is the art of the yogi. So he is describing the vision, but now his skill of expression is also coming. How the yogi exploits the art of expression is what we have got. Some trait, spontaneous, some wish, spontaneous, some far, again is spontaneous, some rap, again is spontaneous, some form, spontaneous are there. But the second syllable, there is a variation. Everywhere there is. Some trait of the Pyrrhic, some vision seen, I am, some far tune of Trochee, some rap of again a Pyrrhic, some form and plan, and I am. See, had he repeated the same type of food in the second place, it had become very, very monotonous, very dull, very crude, very uncouth, you see, that kind of a thing, you see. So the variation of food in the second place brings a kind of a richness to the art of poetry which is there in Savitri. This is one of the finest examples of the art of variation in Savitri. Some trait, the perfection of the unborn, some vision seen in the omniscient light, some far tune of the immortal rhapsodist voice, some rapture of the all-creating bliss. Now this line, see, it's a very puzzling line. Some rapture. Okay, first foot is spondy. Second foot is second foot is spirit. Second rapture of the all. Third foot is I am. The all. Create. I am. Please. Creating, please. Some form and plan of the beauty unutterable. Worlds are there nearer to those absolute realms. So he is describing those planes on this hieratic power can work everywhere. Worlds are there nearer to those absolute realms of the transcendent. Mahas Sat Chit Ananda Satyamrutam Prahat Mahat Satyamrutam Prahat.